team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Utes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Arizona State's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He
breaks into the open. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown, Arizona State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. The biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Right on the money. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Got a man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Back to throw, it's Burks. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively,
there he goes. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect it.
It's a fumble! And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught behind the line. It's Keene. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. The 30, the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Arizona State! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
On the run, it's Kane. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Rides to back on the option to give. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Catch in the middle, it's Callow. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll move the tight end. Trying the left side. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Finds his big tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Dangerous screen into traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the tailback. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Got his man on the right. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Got it in the middle, it's Callow. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David,
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down. Solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Utes send out the punt unit. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Reels it in down the left side. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting it out. The first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Looking for space. It's Kane. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play.
He's going for it all. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Let's go. Let's go. Back to pass. Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Up to add another. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Pedrino. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right down the middle. Found a seam. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to... red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Conner. Studio, Kevin.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things.
The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The away team has a slight lead. They play a fun brand of football. Let's see if they can close this one out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The inside handoff. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Offense getting set for first down. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Utah! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're working that left side. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Sun Devils will... The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They booted away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City.
And the Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are. Throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's loose. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time. Be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Going to swing it on second down. Rifles it down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And what a missed opportunity for this defense. They got one chance to get back in this game. Force some turnovers, create some big plays. They're down big. Man, did they need that opportunity.
A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Got him downfield. And tackled there by the defense.
It's so much easier to play defense when you know where the quarterback's going to be. But when you got a guy that can move outside the pocket and make big plays like this, it's so hard. Do I bring a blitz here? Do I bring a blitz there? He continues to make big plays outside the pocket.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play again.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Sets up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dude. Will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now
he's got another 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Jukes his way for more. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Here we go, here we go. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Firing to the right, complete. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Pickup of 10. And that's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Cadrino. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Couldn't find a on that return to that small change, they take over at the 43.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Caught in the backfield, it's Peters. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Keene. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
63, Utah 42.
Fielded in the end zone. It's flat. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He holds it in, and nobody's close. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay?
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 14 to Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. At midfield, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Powers through. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
The hands team on the receiving unit has got to do a better job. You have got to make sure you end up with the football.
Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Peters. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Sun Devils are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Yeah, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Sun Devils are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are...
Oh, it's a fumble! Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Utes decide to punt it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, deep down the right side. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots were
going for the big play. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will.